When I was a young person, I learned, as a teenager, I learned, even as a young adult, I've learned that you mind your business. Certain things are not your business. You don't speak on it. You don't interject yourself into it. You don't have an opinion on it. Definitely, if you're around someone and something comes up that's not your business, you don't interject yourself or in any way step into it unless it gets way out of hand. For example, family business. Okay, if I was out at Donna's house or Pastor Tucker's house and this a bunch of family over and something comes up, as close as we are, I don't say nothing. I have no opinion about this argument that may be going on with a sibling or with a cousin or with a parent. That ain't none of my business. So I can't go in there interjecting myself, even if I have strong opinions. I learned that early on. And I think that's something today that we got to get back to in culture today. That ain't none of my business. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, one of the reasons why you didn't hear me saying a whole lot at all about this whole Will and Jada saga is because it ain't none of my business. It is none of my business. I don't know them. I don't know what's going on in their life. As a matter of fact, I really don't care. To be honest with you, the only reason I cared is because some of it begin to spill over into broader culture and it begin to be a thing. Like their relationship begin to shape conversations, shape relationships, shape culture, shape opinions and attitudes become reality for a lot of people. Speaking of reality today, the question is this latest video with ex-NBA player Joe Smith, is that a hoax or is that reality? It's another one of these videos where something is happening and one of the parties, in this case the wife, decides to record the video and then put it out all over social media, and he's saying they're arguing supposedly because she's now an OnlyFans model, and he just found that out. He's upset, and then they're having this back and forth. He's upset. She's saying, well, I had to do it. You know who I was. We're gonna dig into it. But the question of it is this a hoax? And then if it is a hoax, then why? Why would you do something like that? Why would you welcome that into your life? Why would you welcome that into your relationship if it is a hoax? And why do we desire that? Many of y'all know a few years ago, I had a reality show TV deal. Had a deal with USA Network. It was a solid deal. It was about focused mainly on Eunice and I. And then the kids were coming along as a part of the show as well. The deal was done. We shot a pilot. The production company says it was the best tested pilot in the history of their production company. They knew it would get picked up. The show did not get picked up. And I was very upset that it didn't get picked up because I really needed and wanted that money at the time. But what God said to me was, after the show didn't get picked up and I was in my why mode, God said, because your family could not take that. Your marriage could not take that. Your relationship ain't as strong as you think it is. And then some stuff happened in my family and in my marriage after that proved that point. And I was reminded of that. And God said to me, that's why I didn't let that reality show happen, because of that right there. My question of it is, we're so thirsty for likes. We're so thirsty for views. We're so thirsty for attention. And for what? Even this whole situation with Will and Jada, one of the best things that come out of that, and don't say I'm a hater, but one of the best things that come out of that is that the book flopped. The book flopped big time. After all the talking, all the talk shows, all the morning show appearances, all the social media views, the book flopped. And I'm glad it did, because all attention ain't good attention. But I tell you what some good attention is. I got some good attention last night at the Direction for Life conference at my church, Right Direction Church International. We had a wonderful concert with Pastor John P. Key, and he surprised me and surprised some other folks, Sean Bigby, John Lakin. It blew us away, and I'm going to talk about that and a whole lot more. And we're going to dig into this topic, and we got some condolences that we have to give. Hey, family, do me a favor. Call your mama, call your daddy, call your auntie, call your uncle, and call your cousin, and let them all know that the Akintunde show is about to start. Let's
Another track, late production, but no joke, entertainment, let's go.
Akintunde is gonna make you laugh real loud. So come on, scream it out. Akintunde is gonna make you laugh real loud. Akintunde.
Daily I shall.
It's the Akintunde Show.
Say what?
Say what?
You heard what I said.
That's right, y'all.
The Akintunde Show.
Spell it.
Akin Tunde.
First Sunday, every first Sunday.
Coming up for First Sundays in November, it's our special holiday comedy kickoff with a special lineup. 2 headliners over 2 nights, featuring the legendary Alonzo Hamburger Jones. From Def Comedy Jam and Family Guy, it's Hamburger. Plus, from BET's Comic View and TBN, comedian and ventriloquist Willie Brown. 2 headliners, 2 nights for a special First Sundays comedy weekend. Saturday, November 4th and Sunday, November 5th. Coming to our WF Media Studios, located at 5124 Fairfield Road, Columbia, South Carolina, in the Food Lion Shopping Center. Both live in-house and virtual online tickets both nights. To get general admission and VIP tickets, log on to firstsundayscomedy.com. That's firstsundayscomedy.com. We got them jokes for you this November. And remember, every first Sunday is First Sundays. And this month is Saturday too.
One of the best stories that I have in satisfying one of our clients happened just recently. We had a young lady that was did a family reunion for, and then they came back and placed a reorder. Now, when they placed the reorder, we could not get everything done in time. Well, we had to pull a lot of strings, make some things happen, work a little bit late, but it worked out where we were able to get the t-shirts printed and out for delivery. That's the things that we do for our clients, and we want to do that for you as well.
It's easy to become frustrated when ordering branded products and apparel. But P&B Promotionals is here to help ease those frustrations with their over 800,000 promotional products and apparel. Whether screen printed t-shirts, embroidered polo shirts, stadium cups, umbrellas, or mugs, P&B Promotionals has just what you need. Log on to pbpromotionals.com and start your order now. That's pbpromotionals.com, or send an email to info@pbpromotionals.net. info@pbpromotionals.net.
Imprinting the best for less. P&B Promotionals.
Hello, my name is Dr. Damon Daniels with Pathways to Wellness, a division of Wellspring Family Medicine. We're excited to be partnering with the Healthy Laughter comedy series. Our vision at Wellspring Family Medicine is to bring you the most up-to-date, cutting-edge medical tests to help you optimize your health. For instance, we have a pain-free, simple tool that takes 20 minutes to help you understand your heart disease risk. In addition, we'll be offering online courses to help you manage your diabetes, high blood pressure, or high cholesterol better. So connect with us on Facebook at Wellspring Family Medicine to take advantage of all the offerings we'll have to help you live a healthier, happier life.
It's the Akintunde Show.
Say what?
Say what?
You heard what I said.
That's right, y'all.
The Akintunde Show.
Spell it.
Akin Tunde.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm telling y'all, need to mind your business. Need to mind your business. You need to mind your business. But I'm not going to freestyle. But no, I mean, really, we need to mind our business today. I think a lot of these different social media videos today that they're showing with all these people recording their arguments and putting it out there for public consumption. you know, it's one thing to pull your phone out and record an interaction with a police officer. That's understandable. I get it. You need to, you want to make sure that people know that you're safe. I understand that. But to pull your phone out in the middle of it in an argument with your spouse, male or female, it's wrong. It is inappropriate. And we're doing things, I believe, for likes and views and for the purely for public consumption, purely for ego, purely for pride, purely for attention, purely for money. And then none of that stuff pays off long run, even if you make that money. The Kardashians are a dime a dozen. Yeah. That's a very limited amount of folks who actually are able to scale that thing and make that thing a business when you do what I call dumb stuff like that. That's my opinion. That's not, somebody don't like that. I'm just telling you that's my opinion on it. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about that. But are these videos hoaxes? That's my question. Are these videos hoaxes? Looking for promotional products and apparel? Look no further than P&B Promotionals. Place your brand and logo on just about anything. With P&B Promotionals, over 800,000 products, hats, mugs, backpacks, bottles, cups, drinking glasses, lip balm, chewing gum, candy, and of course, t-shirts. P&B Promotionals is a nationally certified advertising institution. Log on to pbpromotionals.com and start your order now. pbpromotionals.com. Imprinting the best for less. P&B Promotionals. Let's get Donna and Pastor Tuck on the screen. Let's get into this conversation. We got to talk about this wonderful thing that happened last night at our Direction Conference 2023 that's happening right now in Columbia, South Carolina at our church, Right Direction Church International here in Columbia. Listen, you want to get more information, log on to directionconference.info. Directionconference.info. All right. Listen. Pastor Tuck, Donna J, how y'all doing, family?
Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Uh-oh.
How
Pastor
you do-
Tuck had a frog in his throat there.
Yeah, I had a frog in my throat.
Did you go straight log horn on there?
Frog in my throat.
That's hilarious. Jaleel and Tristan have no idea who Foghorn Leghorn is. Do you know what that is?
You mean Foghorn Leghorn?
Excuse. Wow.
That's not his voice.
He got you.
This is I say, boy, how dare I say, boy, you gotta use your whole hand when you swing. Listen, you're doing it wrong, son. Look, this is how you swing. Yeah, you see, son, you have to swing. You have to swing with full 360.
Wow.
No, I say something. You're not using your head right.
You're not using your hair right, boy. Listen, you're not using common sense, son.
Wow.
This is how you do it. I grew up with Looney Tunes. We all did. It used to air for hours on the Cartoon Network.
Wow.
Question Jaleel.
That's how you shut somebody up.
Anything animated.
That's how you shut somebody up.
Looney Tunes and Tom and
animated.
Jerry.
Wow. That's how you shut a joker up. When a joker questions your knowledge of animation, of cartoons, you got the nerve to question my knowledge. And Joker didn't even, first of all, he corrected me on the name and then went straight into
that's how you do
the character.
That's how you do it, Jaleel.
I told you that's why that's my favorite warlock right there, boy.
Wow. Let me shout out the room. Let me shout out the folks in the room here on Clubhouse. What's up, Carol? How you doing? Sis, good morning to you. Fo Lake is in the building. What it do, Fo Lake? Love the new pick, Fo Lake. Kimberly Morgan is in the house representing them South Carolina State Bulldogs. My sister, Jean Singleton Stewart. What's up, my ma'am? How ya doing? Good morning to you. Jaleel is right there with the quirky picture. I love it. Genesis. Good morning, Genesis. How you doing? Miguel. What it do, Miguel? Paul. How you doing, Paul? Lawana. Good morning to you, Lawana. Kashana. Good morning. Janet. Hey, Janet. How you doing? Esther. Hey, good morning, Esther. Amelia. Good morning to you, Danielle. How you doing? Roger. What's up, Roger? Love the pick.
Right.
Listen, family, coming up on Tuesday, you will be able to find the Akintunde show on the brand new Akintunde show Clubhouse room. So look for that. You can also, and we might start it on producer Akintunde. I'm just letting you know it will be moving from the Kingdom Business Network over to over to the my page, which is producer Akintunde, which will eventually become the Akintunde show right here on Clubhouse. So just look out for that. So make sure when you come Tuesday that you know that you're not going to find it necessarily here. You'll be over there. This is a part of an expansion that we're going through. What we had a wonderful relationship with Kingdom Business Network, and it has been very fruitful, and we've enjoyed it. And as we are out,
we ain't mad with nobody.
That's
We ain't.
right.
Oh, no.
This is not a riff. This is not a split.
No.
So stop being messy, because you know how folk do.
yeah, no, not at all, not at all.
They don't fell out.
No,
Something must have happened.
No, it's just really an expansion of where we are. It's like, if I give you an example of what it is, it's like you had a great house that you like, but then you found another house that you really like, and it's a little bit bigger and it facilitates a little bit more of your needs. That's what we're doing in this right here. We're going to a little bit to expand the room that we can have on our new network, our new platform, and that's because we are rolling out to radio stations now with the Akintunde show. So look for the Akintunde show and pray for us as we expand and grow. We are also expanding our television footprint. Of course, you can find us on the My Church channel, but we're also packaging the Akintunde show for local TV stations as well. We've worked very hard, praise God, and God has blessed us. Let me say this right here. Let me change that order. First of all, God has graced and blessed us, and then along with that, we work very hard to get the quality of the show, the production, the cameras, the audio, and just the presentation to another level. And now we are rolling out to TV stations. So praise God. Thank you. Pray for us as we take a leap of faith and expand. So definitely, again, that's coming up Tuesday. Look for us in some new locations, and one of them being on Clubhouse. Fan base. We're coming to fan base. I don't know exactly when we'll be on fan base as well. Fanbase is a great platform as well. It's an audio platform. It's actually started by Isaac Hayes Jr. Or is it Isaac Hayes III? That's the legendary Isaac Hayes R&B star. His son has a platform. So we're going to be over there as well, but that's not going to happen immediately because their platform is different. Got to figure it out, but it has some great benefits, and I want to reach people where they are. So today, where to reach Tom Joyner at his peak had an audience of 6 million people every morning. 6 million people. That's a lot of folks, right? And today you can reach your audience, but you might not reach them the same ways that you did 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. And guess what? That's going to even change in the future. It's going to be, please understand, the way you're consuming content today, you will not be consuming it that way in the future. So, yeah, just look out for that as we grow and as we expand. So we love and thank the Kingdom Business Network as we take things to another level. So, yeah. Yes.
And another one. And another one.
Yes.
Listen, y'all. Before we get into the topic, because I know the topic is gonna really dictate a lot, and of course, I gotta talk about last night, Pastor John P. Key at our church. I got some video from the concert. I'll tell you what happened. I'm gonna
hold. What you're not gonna do is flash around the Akintunde note cards like we on the game show.
Oh yeah,
and not mention those.
Come on,
not mention those. Yeah. No, what you're not gonna do. What you're not gonna do, like Mike Good would say. What you're not gonna do is just flash around the Akintunde note cards like you're on the game show and not gonna mention those.
Hey.
Like
Hey.
No. What you're not gonna do.
Hey, that's a part of the reach for excellence
and everything.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you're not just gonna flash past that. Like ain't nobody see that. Like ain't nobody just notice that. Look,
Donna is so silly. Oh my God.
Like we done went from that piece of frayed out notebook paper you pull out when the notes that Jaleel wrote on.
Hold on. Why you gonna talk about the notebook paper? The notebook paper was our friend.
I'm just saying. What you're not gonna do is just skip past that.
Oh, that's funny.
Like we didn't notice that.
That's funny. Y'all, Clubhouse, y'all can't see Donna, Pastor Tuck. First of all, Pastor Tuck is silly and petty all at the same time, and then Donna is so doggone silly. You should see what she's doing with that doggone card. Okay, Pastor Tuck. So yeah, we do have some new Oxshow cards.
They're
because thank you, praise the Lord. Shout out to Jaleel on the new Akintunde show logo. that has been rebranded and so yeah.
We need some claps
Yeah,
on that
You know,
on that machine over
you
there.
like Steve Harvey on the Family Feud. 100 men were surveyed.
Oh my God.
They're beautiful, Jaleel. They are
Good job.
absolutely beautiful.
Good job.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But you're not just gonna glaze past that like you don't went from notebook paper to Steve Harvey with his Family Feud card and just act like that just didn't happen.
Hey,
That's what we're not gonna do today.
We're trying to
Yes.
reach for excellence.
Yes,
We're trying
we
to
are.
strive
Yes,
for
we are.
excellence.
We're doing it.
In
We're
multiple
You ain't trying to reach. You don't reach that. You don't
Praise
reach that.
God.
We just not just gonna glaze by that like that did just happen.
You know, it's like somebody get a new car or a new pair of shoes, and then they try to not say nothing about it. Like, oh, you just gonna pull up with a doggone new truck and not say nothing? You know,
You got a new truck.
Yeah, you got out of
some
Pinto
new
yesterday,
shoes.
pull up with a Bentley today, and act like ain't nothing happened. We like,
hilarious.
oh for real?
That's
for
what we
real?
doing now. That's
That's what we
now.
doing now. Ain't no story to that. You just drove up different yesterday.
Here's why. This is what I'm glad. I'm glad everybody see when Donna and Pastor Tuck cut up, because a lot of times people try to blame everything on me on the show. People, I see people out in the pub. You be cutting up and this. I'm like, no. I said, it ain't just me. So be clear, it ain't just me. Donna and Pastor Tuck is equal cut ups in this whole process and this whole situation, as y'all can see. But
No, I must thank the Lord publicly for the Akintunde show. This is my outlet for life.
Yes.
because you got to be so administrative and so ministerial every place else, so you can come in and cut up. Yeah.
I hear pastors all the time ask me, "Well, what do you do to unwind? I'm like, what? I don't need to unwind. This my life is unwinding. This is what I do.
You know, I say to people all the time. People are like, "Do you have a hobby?" I'm like, no, I actually don't. I like writing. I like creating. I like podcasting. I like
I'm passionate
producing.
about my life. I don't have an extracurricular. I'm passionate about my life.
Yeah.
I have extracurriculars, and you know that.
Oh yeah, Donna don't play, y'all.
Yeah.
We gotta.
But I love
but
this. But this is what I love.
But guess what, Donna? Once you get rid of Delta, we won't have that problem.
Yay!
I will say this.
Yay!
I will say this to that point. Yeah, we hadn't played it in a while. Speaking of planes, we got to play Donna's video. Maybe we'll play it next week. Let's make sure we do that, because I actually ran across it on the hard drive the other day. Donna's video
When I
jumping
jumped
out the plane. Listen,
Oh
y'all,
my God!
a lot of y'all don't. When we say Donna's adventurous, and when we say Rufus got to have some testosterone, some energy, and some gumption. Yeah. Wow, Jaleel, come on. What you saying, Jaleel?
I just want to say that Donna is secretly a moonlights as an adventurer who treasure hunts and climbs through caves. She's the black Lara Croft. I'm going through caves, fighting international criminals in international cities across the world.
Oh, that's funny.
Having escapades and and romantic partners.
Escapades and romantic partners.
That's funny. I'm not gonna let him do you like that.
Where in the world is Donna San Diego?
Where in the world
Yep.
That's funny.
Yeah, but
my
I got to get my list going again, though. I've kind of
Some new
fallen
places.
off just a little bit, but my next one was to do zip lining in Ohio through some caves that at night. That was that's my next thing.
Have you done the zip lining here?
Running with the bulls.
Oh my God, that's the worst. No,
Oh,
you can't
that
do
is.
I would talk you out of that. I would talk
Donna,
you
we
out
would
of
not
that.
allow that. We would not allow that. We would be like, Donna, no. We vetoing that one. No,
Yep.
Donna, no.
I'd be
Donna,
at the gate. I'd be at the gate waiting. I'm like, no, we not doing this. I'm sorry.
We're not doing this, Donna. We're not doing this,
But
Donna.
you know, I went to a bullfight. When I went to Spain, I went to a bullfight. And I was like, I would never do that again. That was just horrible to me.
Horrible for the bull or horrible for the bullfighter?
No, horrible for the bull.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
they-
horrible. I was like, I cannot watch this.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when you went to that, how long is a bullfight? I've always wondered how long is the actual bullfight.
It depends. Depends. The bull keep
How long
going.
it take the bull to die?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. I mean, because the bull don't always lose. To be clear now.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. But he's a bloody mess.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, then they just stabbing on the bull. I'm like, man, y'all wrong for that.
I don't like that. I was just like,
Oh my God.
But
There's a whole
anyway.
movie.
So for a few movies by it. Let me pay some bills real quick.
Yes,
Listen,
please
y'all.
pay the bills.
Mary Kay is celebrating 60 years in business and still going strong with quality skincare and beauty products, plus career opportunities. I need y'all to contact Marcel Robinson McBride at 803-406-0489 to set up a free skincare session or learn more about the opportunities. So if you want to get your skin right, or if you would like to become a Mary Kay representative, give her a call, 803-406-0489. That's Marcel Robinson McBride, one of our faithful sponsors here on the Akintunde Show. The Wendy Mills Agency is in the house. Wendy Mills is a licensed broker specializing in senior health care and Medicare, as well as other ancillary products such as dental and vision. They also offer health plans and life insurance for all ages. For more information, call my sister Wendy at 843-496-9735. That's 843-496-9735. When we come back, y'all, we're going to get into this conversation. We got some condolences that we have to do, and we will talk about last night at Right Direction Church International to the Direction Conference to kick off the John P. Key concert. It was, first of all, a phenomenal concert. John P. Key earns the title of the legend that he is, but he surprised all of us, especially this brother right here. Hey, family, we'll talk about that and a whole lot more when we come back. This is the Akintunde Show.
First Sunday, every first Sunday.
Coming up for First Sundays in November, it's our special holiday comedy kickoff with a special lineup. 2 headliners over 2 nights, featuring the legendary Alonzo Hamburger Jones. From Def Comedy Jam and Family Guy, it's Hamburger. Plus, from BET's Comic View and TBN, comedian and ventriloquist Willie Brown. 2 headliners, 2 nights for a special First Sundays comedy weekend. Saturday, November 4th and Sunday, November 5th. Coming to our WF Media Studios, located at 5124 Fairfield Road, Columbia, South Carolina, in the Food Lion Shopping Center. Both live in-house and virtual online tickets both nights. To get general admission and VIP tickets, log on to firstsundayscomedy.com. That's firstsundayscomedy.com. We got them jokes for you this November. And remember, every first Sunday is First Sundays. And this month is Saturday too.
One of the best stories that I have in satisfying one of our clients happened just recently. We had a young lady that did a family reunion for, and then they came back and placed a reorder. Now, when they placed the reorder, we could not get everything done in time. Well, we had to pull a lot of strings, make some things happen, work a little bit late, but it worked out where we were able to get the t-shirts printed and out for delivery. That's the things that we do for our clients, and we want to do that for you as well.
It's easy to become frustrated when ordering branded products and apparel, but P&B Promotionals is here to help ease those frustrations with their over 800,000 promotional products and apparel. Whether screen printed t-shirts, embroidered polo shirts, stadium cups, umbrellas, or mugs, P&B Promotionals has just what you need. Log on to pbpromotionals.com and start your order now. That's pbpromotionals.com, or send an email to info@pbpromotionals.net. info@pbpromotionals.net.
Imprinting the best for less. P&B Promotionals.
Stop walking in front of the prophet.
Oh, yeah.
Keep telling y'all. I keep telling you. Looking for promotional products and apparel? Look no further than P&B Promotionals. Place your brand and logo on just about anything. With P&B Promotionals, over 800,000 products, hats, mugs, backpacks, bottles, cups, drinking glasses, lip balm, chewing gum, candy, and of course, t-shirts. P&B Promotionals is a nationally certified advertising institution. Log on to pbpromotionals.com and start your order now. pbpromotionals.com. Imprinting the best for less. P&B Promotionals. Faithful, consistent sponsors right here on the Akintunde Show. We thank them. If y'all want to get more information about being a sponsor on the Ak Show, please give us a call at 1-800-280-0094. That's 1-800-280-0094. Just to be clear.
Don't forget Family Feud survey cards as well.
They can. And guess what? You can get these P&B Promotionals too. You can.
That's what I said. Don't forget Family Feud.
You can get all
survey cards as well.
There it is. There it is. And guess what? Here's another thing too. If you like, listen, y'all. We have some amazing creative sponsor packages that we're about to roll out. And I'm gonna give you a heads up. One of them is being able to sponsor our cards. So this card that I'm holding could actually be your business brand right there. Ooh, yeah. See how clear I'm holding that in the screen right there. So that could be your business brand right there. So I'm telling you, if you are a growing business, I don't use the term small business. Okay, but if you are a growing business, definitely call us so we can help you out with your advertising and help you reach people. Listen.
So you don't use the term little like some folk do. You know, if you got one, you and your little business.
Pass the tuck.
How your little business going?
Do you know one of my that is one of my biggest pet peeves? Hey man, bro. Hey man, I'm coming to your little show, man. I heard you got your little show. What you mean little show? You better get your. You want to make me almost cuss? Call something I'm doing little. Hey man, heard you got your little barber shop. What you mean? Huh? Got your little tour, huh? Why do black people do that so much? Is it
you got a little something going on over there? You got a little something going on over there. What?
I just thought of something terrible. What if somebody said? You got that little podcast going on, and you turn and you smack them like old girl got slapped in that movie on the biopic. You know, that's terrible. Forgive me. The point of the matter is, I just imagine that. I'm sorry.
So you see that as a promo. You just remember that was Jalil's idea.
It was not my idea.
Listen, we got a lot to get to, and I want to make sure I get to it. Again, coming up, we're gonna talk about the John P. Key concert. I'm gonna play some of the video. One of the surprises, a huge surprise from last night. And then also we're gonna talk about it. All these social media videos, are these hoaxes or not? Are people really? Are these real or are they fake? And what are you doing by doing that? Plus, the conversation. These conversations bring out a lot of information that we should talk about. But we'll get to that in just a minute. Before we go there, I want to pause for a minute and show some love and condolences to some folks who lost some people. First, I want to start out with my sister Cynthia Pryor Hardy, host of On Point, that airs on the Big DM on every Sunday at 6:00 p.m. Cynthia's been doing that show for I would imagine about 20 years.
Yes, years.
And faithful in the community, has worked several different posts. Her and her husband, they have had a marketing company and a production company for years. They are one of the premier couples in Columbia, not just socially, but in business, in politics. Cynthia and Jim. So I want to give a huge shout out because James Hardy passed this week, and man, when I tell you, I was really shocked when I found out. Donna is how I found out. I had no idea. Yeah.
It's so sad because every time I see him, I know he was having some health issues, and every time I would see him, I would always he had the most beautiful skin. And just the little boy smile and everything. And I would tell him, after he had gone through one of his bouts with the illness, I was like, you look like you're 16. You look like you are 16 years old.
Wow.
And that was always like my joke with him. You look like you're 16.
Yeah.
So, my condolences out to Cynthia. I've known her for a while.
Yeah.
And I mean, she's the pillar. She's what I aspire to, because she is good at what she does, and she's elegant, she's graceful, she's tough as nails. But she will give you a good interview. She's cut no corners.
Yep.
And I just love her, and I'm so sorry that they're going through this.
And to your point about that, I always saw the different videos of Cynthia, being right there with Jim in the hospital, right there with, being a solid, true wife, knowing what to do and how to be there for her husband. And it's so sad because I saw just a few, I don't know how many weeks or months ago it is now, but of course Jim rung the bell that he was cured, cancer free, and so I don't know all the details. I haven't picked up the phone and called her yet because I know she's going through that process.
Going through it,
but a huge our condolences and our love and condolences go out to Cynthia Hardy and the entire Hardy family. Cynthia Pryor Hardy and the entire Hardy family. Yeah. On Monday, I attended the funeral of my brother and friend, longtime friend, comedian Mike Goodwin. His father passed, Mike Goodwin Sr. Or I don't think it was a senior because they have a different middle name. But Michael is Michael T. Goodwin, and his father was Big Mike. And Super Mike, and it was one of the beautiful things about attending a funeral is even if you don't know the person, you learn so much about the person.
Right.
And that's how it was. Really watching Mike and his brother love on their father, and the different family members come up and love on their dad, and brother, and friend and uncle. It was just a very wonderful service. So condolences to Mike's mom, to Rosalind, to Gabby, Lil Mike, and of course my brother Mike. And it was tough. I had a chance to talk to him a few days before and really see how he's doing. And we talked for quite a while. And because I lost my father, and it's a losing a father, Pastor Tuck, as you well know, it's a very unique. Don as well. You lost your father as well, but it's I don't know if it's different some ways for sons and daughters. Do you think, or is it across the board? What do y'all think?
I mean, it's especially if you've had a integral father in your family.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hard thing to replace because
that's stuck you. You went mute.
Moving the foundation from your house.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, it's that word literally means founder. So it's like the founder of the company leave it. I mean, when you look at the founder of most companies, when they pass away, I mean, the whole culture changes, everything shifts.
Yeah.
And I know it really shifted the dynamics of our family when my dad died.
Wow.
Our family has never been the same. My immediate family has never been the same. Even my extended family has never been the same when my dad died because he was the glue. He everything centered around him.
Wow.
And, God has literally blessed us, this year like never before, and that's why I just am so thankful for what God's doing through, the ARC show, this whole platform, because of the new family that he's given us, how close we've gotten with, you, Donna, Jason, and everything else. And I had the privilege of meeting Jason's dad back in December, Pop Earls, and, Mom and Pop have literally adopted us as their kids, so my kids, because they lost all of their grandparents, as of last year, actually in a couple of days, it'll be a year when my wife's mom passed. And so it's like they have new grandparents now, that, we got surrogate grandparents again. So, like I said, that's not a small thing. So God has a way of healing. God has a way of restoring.
Right.
But it's definitely a huge thing when you see stuff like that happen in a household, in the family.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. Donna, when were you, as a daddy's girl? Because you seem like a daddy's girl. You seem like a real daddy's girl when you talk about your dad. Do you think it's a little bit different for daughters and sons, in your opinion?
I want to say grief is grief,
Yeah.
So there's no measure on it. But I think that if your father, like my father was very kind of laid back and whatnot. My mother kind of was the moving force, and but there were so many things, you knew that if my mother said, "Dad, your dad's coming home," or "You wait till your father get home," that was a big deal.
Oh yeah,
that was a big deal.
Yeah,
and just for me, just to please him, to see him smile, to him giving me a atta girl on my back, something like that.
Nice. Yeah.
That meant so much.
Yeah.
When he was disappointed in me, that like sunk my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it would, I guess, for a girl, and your dad's disappointed in you, that's a really hard thing to get past.
Yeah.
So I always wanted to please him. I always wanted to be, the shiny spot for him.
Yeah.
Wow. But sometimes that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Let's be real, that didn't happen.
When you stealing folks' rent money.
Exactly. But he had to beat me. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, we don't have to go back in the Donna files. I don't want to keep bringing stuff like that up.
Keep telling me I get that graphic, the Donna files.
There are Donna files.
Oh man, some of those are secret and closed.
Oh no, we don't want to talk about that.
But it's funny when Donna said about him being laid back, but then once again, that's the foundation. How often do you look at the foundation of your house?
That's right.
Yeah.
But there is no stability without it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that you pay more attention to all of the other trimmings and trappings of the house, but the foundation, you don't realize how important it is. And that's what I think we see in society with fathers a lot of times, because when they're not there, you may not notice them, but you feel it. You feel the fact that there's that instability is there.
Yeah. It's another prayerful moment. Listen, my brother, my friend, a longtime road manager, Ronnie Grant, is in the hospital.
Ronnie.
And back in the hospital. He was out, and he's had 2 surgeries in the past few weeks, and has been in the hospital now for what? Now with this which would be the 3rd trip with 3 bouts. So 3 trips of rounds, I would say, and he's back in the hospital. So it's a lot, him and his wife, and of course we thought he was on some good ground. I won't give all the details. I'll let him give the details, but just keep him in mind, keep him in prayer. Ronnie's been.
Make sure you send me Ronnie's number too.
Yes.
We'll do. Faithful friend, faithful brother. Really would take care of us on the road and make sure we got where we needed to go. And a lot of people in the industry, who in comedy or in the particularly the Christian and gospel music industry, they know Ronnie in many cases as much as they know me. And he was my longest serving road manager. I've had 3 road managers over the years. Wow. And 2 of them went through for a pretty significant period of time. Ronnie's been by far the longest. So pray for Ronnie. We've been really back and forth, with him at the hospital, at the house. But pray for him, and that this last round of procedures has gone well and has got him back on where he needs to be. And he's doing well. He's getting better, but he just had a setback. So we praise God that he has a full turnaround, full manifestation of healing. I was praying last night. We had as we transitioned last night, we had an altar call. He was one of the, we were praying for different situations at the end of the service, at the end of the concert, and he was one of the people that my petition was for Ronnie on last night, amongst other things. So but speaking of last night, man, last night was a pretty significant moment. Again, you feel like you're going to church to enjoy the concert. Again, we are in the midst of Direction Conference 2023. You can watch it on YouTube. You can go back and watch it on YouTube, the replays. You can watch it live on YouTube. Service starts at 12 o'clock today, so we'll be starting promptly, ending our show promptly today to make sure that I'm able to get over and be in service for the 12 o'clock noon sessions. Of course, we have a 7 p.m. session tonight. Pastor E. Dewey Smith will be in the house preaching tonight. Tomorrow night it is Miranda Curtis and Dr. Bill Winston will be closing out the conference for 2023. And last night was the kickoff concert with Pastor John P. Key. First of all, Pastor John P. Key is legendary. You forget sometimes just how many songs somebody has written, somebody had. And that's what last night was. I was like, man, that's his song too. I said, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, I didn't even know that one was his. Or other songs that he wrote for other people. So he didn't necessarily perform it, but he wrote for other people. He was just so fun and just having a good time. He is a professional at what he does in terms of ministry, in terms of producing, songwriting, in terms of performing a concert, and just I love the little stories in between the song. You know, like he sung a song that him and Fred Hammond wrote, and he said, "Well, Fred Hammond won't mind." He said, "I own half of the song anyway," and he was like, "Go play this," and it was just fun. But so at one point during the concert, he Pastor Key and I've opened up for Pastor Key a few times on the road. I've actually been to his church many years ago. That's actually the first place I ever saw Ty Tribbett. I came back from Pastor John P. Key's church, and I'm like, who is this? Who is T. Tribbett? This guy, because I like I totally messed his name up. So I'm like, T. This dude T. Tribbett is on something else, right?
It's Alex's little brother.
right. So we came back but my point is that I had the pleasure of experiencing Pastor John P. Key on multiple occasions. Very, very nice man. Just a good man, consistent man, and I'll share the testimony in the video I'm about to play. You'll see the testimony. But Pastor Key, so he now has a new award. And as like Tristan, bring me that award. He now has a new award called the Rance Allen Excellence Award.
Oh,
so
I loved it, Rance Allen.
Listen, I love Rance Allen, and you know who else loves Rance Allen? Jaleel loves Rance Allen.
He used to come in the airport all the time, and he was just the sweetest man. And when he passed, I mean, that just broke my heart.
It did. I mean, it caught a lot of people by surprise.
Yeah.
So last night, in the middle of the concert, Pastor John P. Key gives me an award, the Rance Allen Award, and totally did not see this coming. When I tell you, I was shocked. I was floored, y'all. I'm talking about floored. So he gave one he awarded one to Sean Bigby. You can leave right there for a minute, Tristan. Thank you. He awarded one to Sean Bigby, and then he awarded one to John Lakin. Okay, and so I'm gonna play some clips of the video real quick. I want to give you a quick setup, but this is from last night. Just an amazing moment. And whoever tell you that recognition does not feel good is a liar. Okay, so go right ahead.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Is Akintunde here? He is here? That's him over there talking to me? I love you. I love you for a reason. I need you to hear me. You're a comedian. Low-key, I'm a comedian too. I promise I could do 30 minutes or an hour. I promise we'd be rolling all on the floor. I respect you more than you'll ever know. I saw you grab your reins and who you were in your faith, and you put it out in front of you, more so than just being a comedian. You're a communicator, and we love you tonight. Tonight, I want to love on somebody really fast, and preferably I can add my little minutes back, but I'm going to fly. This young man I love, he came and he worked with me for years at the church. He's just a good guy. He's a good person, and he's anointed to do what he does. I love him with my heart. He's featured on the new 28-song Rance Allen special project, legacy project. And I just want Sean to know tonight, that would be Sean Bigby, that I love him on tonight. I will be going all over the country. A couple of we're negotiating with some of our large TV conglomerates to take this award, but where we'll be presenting to some of the greatest vocalists of our time in all genres. The Bishop Rance Lee Allen Excellence Award. Tonight we present it to Sean Bigby. Run up here. Somebody pull your camera, I'll take a picture.
Hallelujah. Oh, you gonna do it? You got it?
I am extremely honored. I'm not going to be long because I know y'all want to hear Pastor Key sing. But it is an honor and a privilege to have literally served at your feet and followed you around the country. Very few people are able to study the people that they were mentored by or that they learned from or who shaped them. Literally from a young boy, I was shaped by his voice. First song that I ever did in church that I fell in love with was He'll Welcome Me. And so I was literally shaped by your voice. And to be able to serve you for those years and to be able to travel with you and learn from you and the doors that you open. Many people don't notice there are places that I've traveled to were literally because I was connected to him. And he would say, hey, that's a good one, go with that promoter, or nah, that's not a good one, don't do that one. Don't go there. He was smiling and let him know.
So that is a clip from last night. That's Sean Bigby receiving his award. So of course Sean Bigby is the Minister of Music and Creative Arts Director at Right Direction Church International, and has been at that post for many years now, and has really taken our music ministry to the next level. And he was formerly at Pastor Key's church. So this was a great, I guess, a reunion of sorts for Pastor Key and Sean. So when Sean got the award, it makes sense because Sean Bigby is a voice of excellence in terms of ministry. Then the next award goes to John Lakin, okay, who I call him Jack, but John Lakin is I'm the only person that call him Jack. If you call John Lakin Jack, you walk up and call him Jack, he'll know you've been talking to me. But his again, songwriter, a minister of music over at Bible Way, been at that post for quite a while now. I mean, a solid, stalwart, foundational element to this Columbia, South Carolina gospel music ministry scene. So this wasn't a surprise as well. Go ahead, Julia, run that John Lakin footage.
One more. This next young man is just amazing. You just can't keep him down. I don't care what he endures. He always stands up. Some would say, well, he's only getting the award because he's your relative. I say no. He came to my church a few years ago, and I said, when did you learn how to sing? Excellent vocalist. I love him. He loves God, and the best for him is yet to come. Run up here, John Lakin.
I just want to say thank you. Bishop Bailey, I love you. Pastor Key, you already know. Let me tell you, I got to tell you my testimony with Pastor Key. Gosh, believe it or not, we're on the anniversary of me being on life support. It was 6 years ago. And during that time, one of the first phone calls or FaceTimes I got was from my uncle. He's been my uncle all my life. And he told me, he said, and I know he don't mind me saying this, he said, don't you worry about a thing. He said, your bills are covered. He said, I want you to only focus on getting better. And I got to say, the sewing that you've done in my life, music, of course I got it because I just was under it, seeing you and my Aunt Sheila and Aunt Jeanette and everybody working. But then to see you pour into my gift. When I wasn't the best singer, and when I didn't, I knew how to write a little bit, but you encouraged me. And I honor you forever for that. I thank you. You was a friend to my father, and you will always be my Uncle John. And that means more to me than all of the artistry and everything else. So I appreciate you, and I honor you. Bishop Bailey, thank you all so much. Right Direction, we love you all. Love your Faith in Hamilton, everybody.
So again, John Lakin in the house last night received the Loran Sandlin Excellence Award. So at that point, so I'm taking pictures of John and Sean because this is a surprise moment. No, none of us in the audience knew what was going to happen. So I'm like, okay, man, praise God, man, that is awesome that Pastor Key would do that, right? So then
You was just happy that he told you he loved you.
I was more than happy. I was like, man, praise God, because he had shouted me out like twice, by that time in the concert. I'm like, so I'm just sitting there, and then he says this one more, and go ahead, run the footage, Julia.
The last award goes to one person, and because of what he does for a living, we ain't got a whole lot to say. When I talked to my staff and said I wanted to get, I had two people arguing with me like, but it just don't make sense. And I said, you hush, I'm the visionary. It makes sense to me. This man is just a good man. He's a good man, and I honor his gift. I honor what he does. When people come over to his house and they see the award, they're gonna laugh. He's gonna laugh. He's gonna try to explain it. He's gonna get caught up. But he'll just have to say, I'm a comedian, and he's a comedian too. Akintunde! Run up here real quick. Y'all stand on your feet and get noisy. He loves Right Direction. Let me tell you. He loves this house. He loves this house. Let me read it so he can explain it to his friends. This prestigious award is given to premier vocalists in the entertainment industry. He better be singing by next Sunday. All drop upon him. Those who not only perform or minister with excellence, but whose vocal ability impacted, changed, and established their genre. So some kind of way it makes sense. Let's get a picture of somebody.
Wow, praise God. Y'all give God some praise for Pastor John P. Key. One of the most nicest and down-to-earth people I've ever met, who has more hits than many people will ever get in their 2 or 3 lifetimes. And I never forget, tell you a quick story. I don't know if you remember this, that we were on the road one time, and back then I'd be traveling by faith, meaning I got money to get there, but I might not have no money to get back. And then if you get paid with a check, you can't cash it till tomorrow. And I never forget, I was selling CDs out front, and I was just believing God. And Pastor Key walked by. He said, man, you funny, Doc. He said, how many CDs you got? I knew exactly how many I had. I said, I got 37. And he said, I'm buying all of them. He turned to his assistant. He said, pay the man. And I was like, look at God and look at Pastor John P. Key. I love you, sir. Thank you. This is such a surprise, and I will never forget it. The only thing will make it better if he's.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry, Julia. I should let you, because he play that last little part again. I apologize, Julia. It was one little last part that was very funny. Me messing, Julia. Don't be doing. I'm sorry. I apologize.
The last award goes to one person, and because of what
I had no money to get back, and then if you get paid with a check, you can't cash it till tomorrow. And I never forget, I was selling CDs out front, and I was just believing God. And Pastor Key walked by. He said, man, you funny, Doc. He said, how many CDs you got? I knew exactly how many I had. I said, I got 37. And he said, I'm buying all of them. He turned to his assistant. He said, pay the man. And I was like, look at God and look at Pastor John P. Key. I love you, sir. Thank you. This is such a surprise, and I will never forget it. The only thing will make it better if he sung Sugar Don't Go on Grits.
I love you, dude.
I love you, sir. Thank you.
Bless you, man of God. Let's get some music in. Sugar don't go on grits. Bless you. Jeanette, real quick, if you can. If you don't have. I remember that night I gave him $370. I think the CDs for $7.
I wish I had. I wish we had Sugar Don't Go on Grits. If you ever, Sugar Don't Go on Grits. He did, because that was Kevin on stage started the conversation about putting sugar on grits, right. and then different people was responding like, oh, of course, and then Pastor John P. Key just does like a little 20-second. Sugar don't go on grits. Did a whole song. What the piano? It was such a priceless moment. I was hollering in my office when I saw that. But again, that is a huge example of who Pastor John P. Key is, not just as an artist, but as a pastor, as a man, as a leader, as someone again who is a giant in the gospel music and broader music industry. And for him to just use time within his concert to show love to other artists, younger artists, it's a reason why they call him Unc and Uncle John. And I want to add myself to that. I thank you, sir. Again, this is going. I got to figure out. I think I'm gonna put it over there. I think I'm gonna create a wall. If I put it in my office, nobody will see. Nobody. Very few people. I don't have a proper office here right now, and so I'm gonna put it over there on the wall.
I think it speaks to the level of his comedic gift for him to give you an award for singing. That just tells you that he is a good comedian as he is a vocalist.
Here's what it says.
It says vocal.
This prestigious award is given to premier vocalist in the entertainment industry.
And that right there tells you he got the comedic chops. He could stop singing today and go full time in comedy. Just the fact that he had the gall to write that
line. Hey, please stop sleeping in church. Let me tell you something. Please stop sleeping in church. Shout out to it. 4 million streams, views, whatever. Have you category? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. 3 million. I don't want to overstate. Okay. 3 million streams and views. But I'll say this. Please stop sleeping in church. To this day, shocked me by the fact that how good that song sounds. Shout out to Jelani Jenkins who produced the song. But yeah,
shout out to Jelani. But I'm gonna tell you that your greatest hit was Peppermint and Gum, and that's because of your vocalist Big Daddy in the back.
All right, that's right.
No, please.
Peppermint and Gum.
That's because of the vocalist Big Daddy you had in the back. He made you. He propped you up. He should have got that award.
Yes.
And Jaleel can sing. Jaleel just, I don't know if he refuses to sing. He refuses to like I had to talk him into that. I was like, hey, just go in the studio.
Big Daddy did his thing on that. Big Daddy put his thing on that.
I had to talk him into doing that in the studio.
No, you didn't talk me into it.
Yes, I did.
I asked if I could do it, but I was scared. And you did talk me into it a little bit. Because you asked me to come, but you weren't expecting me to ask if I could be on the song.
No, I remember the opposite. I remember me thinking about you singing background, and we'll figure it out.
Okay, so maybe you weren't thinking about it. I don't know. It's serious, but I remember asking at least. I do remember asking.
All I know, you need to thank Big Daddy for that award because he got that's his award right there. Big Daddy put that thing down.
So here's the question before we transition to the topic. Do you all believe that sugar goes on grits? Pastor Tuck, Donna,
absolutely not.
All right,
absolutely not.
Salt and pepper.
Okay, so that's
pepper and butter.
That's so we all three agree. Jaleel. The sugar go on grits.
It's a savory dish.
Really? Okay.
It's a savory dish.
Wow.
Savory.
Tristan, let's go ahead and last one. You the last person. Do you agree that sugar doesn't go on grits, or would you eat sugar on your grits?
What kind of blasphemy is sugar on grits?
There you go.
Okay.
There it is.
Wow.
If you live in the north,
we get 100%.
Sugar.
I don't care where
we had sugar
on there.
Well, when I grew up, it was sugar on grits. When I grew up in the north.
Oatmeal and grits are two different things.
Well, my mother gave us sugar.
Stop it.
Sugar and butter on grits. But when I moved to North Carolina, then I was enlightened.
Wow.
Man, the first time you had some shrimp and grits, it changed your life. Come on.
Yes, it did. What is this?
Yeah, sugar don't go on grits. That's cream of wheat. I always tell people, if you had sugar on grits, that's cream of wheat. That's cream of wheat. So what do y'all say on Clubhouse? What do y'all say on Facebook? Does sugar go on grits in your opinion? Do you like sugar on your grits? I'm a fan of the salty. Kimberly Morgan said no, and no. There it is. Gene Stewart, no. All right. Paul says yes. Paul out here on the island by himself.
Blaspheming.
Yeah. Kimberly said absolutely not. Okay, Carol Chisholm says absolutely with 3 exclamation marks. Really, Carol?
Sugar don't go on grits.
Absolutely.
Okay, Kashana says no. Jermaine says negative. Okay, all right. We getting some consensus here. So you got a handful of people who believe that sugar goes on grits. Julia, what you got?
I just want to say that if I'm at somebody's house and they got a dog, right? and they cooked some grits and they handed it to me and I tasted it and it's sugary sweet. I'm a politely call them over and be like, give this to the dog.
Oh, you just put it on the floor.
Dog gets it.
What's the Jaleel said? That's why she ain't get my coat.
Because she put sugar on grits.
Because she put some sugar grits.
That's funny.
Yep.
That is funny.
Coat.
That's it.
Give me some sugar grits.
Pastor Tuck's memory is amazing. His callback timing. Gene Singleton Stewart said, I like spicy grits. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
agreed.
Yeah.
I like spicy grits too.
Spicy grits.
Yeah. And when you say spicy, Gene, what makes it spicy? I'm gonna tell you how I like mine spicy. I like mine spicy. Somebody you want to try it? I guarantee to change your life. Hot peppers and butter. Like not hot sauce. Like but jalapeno peppers.
Jalapeno peppers.
Yeah.
I love his jalapeno.
If you're in a pinch now, get you some instant grits and a chicken bouillon cube.
Okay. Wow. Chicken grits. I mean, instant grits. And a chicken bouillon. Okay. Wow.
Yes, sir.
I can see that. I can see that. That sounds real good right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you, I'm a huge opponent, not proponent, opponent of instant grits and instant oatmeal.
Oh yeah.
Hate instant grits. I hate instant oatmeal. Oh,
they don't taste right.
I like my oatmeal. I like stovetop oatmeal. And Unissa. Oh my God, I can't make it. I don't know what she does. Somehow she makes stovetop oatmeal for me, and she puts this butter. And she puts the sugar and something else she puts in there. So it's another flavor.
Cinnamon.
It's something else she does. Is it nutmeg or something?
I don't know, but
oh my God.
But she would make it creamy and sweet and warm.
And it's the way she does it. She was out of town one time. I was calling. I said, "How you make them grits? The oatmeal?" And she was trying to tell me. I was like, "Okay, I messed that up." I said, "All right." I said, when you come back, you gotta get to it. So anyway, I'm sorry. We are over time on everything else, but we gotta get to the topic. So when we come back, y'all, we're gonna get into this topic for the day.
Remember,
hoax.
Don't go on grits.
Let me see what Facebook said. Why you so you mentioned that? Let me see. Karina said out of the fish's mouth. Crystal said yes. Crystal, really? You from Texas, Crystal? You should know better. Pastor Lacey, what's up, Pastor Lacey? How you doing, sir? Pastor Lacey said no with the exclamation mark. Wow. Anybody else got an opinion about sugar on grits? Pastor Lacey also shouted out chocolate cake. We got to play some of the
chocolate cake chocolate cake might be one of my favorite songs. Chocolate cake is so smooth. It has no right to be that smooth. That is a cold R&B slow jam about my favorite flavor.
That chocolate cake for real.
I love chocolate cake.
He was obsessed with that chocolate cake.
I love chocolate cake.
Shout out to Arrow Records, boy.
There you go.
Yeah, I think I tried to get Quantity to sing background on that. I took Quantity to the studio with me on that in Atlanta, Georgia. Arrow Records, he wouldn't sing though. The producer wouldn't sing. Anyway, we'll talk about that a little bit later on. Listen, fam, we come back. We're gonna get into this topic. All these internet or social media videos, are they hoaxes? Okay, because some of them are interesting and good, and some of them spark conversation, and some of them I believe spark bad trends. But are they hoaxes? Are they reals? And what's the benefit? And what's the why? Hey, we'll talk about that and a whole lot more. Joe Smith and his wife on social media. Let's get into it, family. Hey, y'all, this is the Akintunde Show.
First Sunday, every first Sunday.
Coming up for First Sundays in November, it's our special holiday comedy kickoff with a special lineup. 2 headliners over 2 nights, featuring the legendary Alonzo Hamburger Jones. From Def Comedy Jam and Family Guy, it's Hamburger. Plus, from BET's Comic View and TBN, comedian and ventriloquist Willie Brown. 2 headliners, 2 nights for a special First Sundays comedy weekend. Saturday, November 4th and Sunday, November 5th. Coming to our WF Media Studios, located at 5124 Fairfield Road, Columbia, South Carolina, in the Food Lion Shopping Center. Both live in-house and virtual online tickets both nights. To get general admission and VIP tickets, log on to firstsundayscomedy.com. That's firstsundayscomedy.com. We got them jokes for you this November. And remember, every first Sunday is First Sundays. And this month is Saturday too.
Greetings. I am Darrell Presley, owner and operator of Presley Cares Mortuary Services of West Columbia, South Carolina. Our mission here at Presley's is to provide excellent, quality, superior funeral service to all, regardless of economic status, religion, or race, with our society being embedded with a diverse class of people. Our staff here at Presley's pledges to offer only one class of service, and that is superior. So rendering professional services to the families that call upon us is not an option, it's mandatory. Presley Cares Mortuary Services, where we are caring for you and your loved one.
At my church, we help people get better by teaching them how the word works. And we want to make sure there is no excuse not to get the word. It's our goal to make all of our ministries accessible on every smartphone, tablet, PC, and television connected to the internet. So whether you're a man who needs some wisdom, a woman who needs some encouragement, or a couple who needs guidance, the My Church channel has just what you need. Simply search for the My Church channel on Roku, Fire Stick, or Apple TV, or visit mychurchchannel.org. You can also download the My Church on the Go app from Apple or Google Play App Store. Constantly on the move? Check out the Word at My Church podcast on your favorite podcast platform. Or simply download the Word at My Church skill on your Alexa-enabled device. But whatever you do, make sure to stay connected. See you soon.
It's the Akintunde Show.
Say what? Say what?
You heard what I said.
That's right, y'all.
The Akintunde Show.
Spell it.
A-K-I-N Tunde.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure y'all do me a favor. If you have a smart TV device, LG, Apple TV, Google, Roku, go ahead and download the My Church channel app, and you can watch the Ox Show in 4K high stream live stream quality. You can also, of course, watch it on Facebook. You can watch it on YouTube. Listen, the My Church channel is not playing. It is excellent. You're going to love it. Make sure that you support and download the app so you can enjoy the My Church channel. Of course, you have Pastor Tuck's Sunday message. His Sunday messages are on there every single week. Also, you have the Heart of the Pastor. You have Seer Training, Women of Worth, and a whole lot more. Please log on and get the My Church channel. Download that today. You can get it right now. Listen. We're going to get into this conversation right now. Today, again, the Akintunde Show today is brought to you by Direction Conference 2023, happening right now at our church, Right Direction Church International in Columbia, South Carolina. If you want to get more information, log on to rightdirection.info, or you can log on to directionconference.info and get more info right there. Tonight, Pastor E. Dewey Smith will be in the house. Tomorrow night, Dr. Bill Winston, as well as Miranda Curtis, will be in the building. It's going to be a great time of faith. And listen, let me say this to you. Tune in at 12 o'clock today and 12 o'clock tomorrow for School of Faith. Bishop kicked the conference off yesterday with an amazing School of Faith session that really blessed my life. And I guarantee will bless yours as well. He really dug in, took some time, slowed down, and really unpacked a lot of things according to in detail in faith. So let's definitely Direction Conference 2023 that is coming up, that is happening right now. You can get more information on that. Listen, y'all, if you are interested in taking your skincare to the next level, Mary Kay is celebrating 60 years in business and still going strong with quality skincare and beauty products, plus career opportunities and flexibility. Contact Marcel Robinson McBride at 803-406-0489. That's 803 406-0489 to set up a free skincare session or to learn more about their opportunities. Mary Kay, legendary company. Mary Kay for over 60 years. The Wendy Mills Agency is head up by my sister, Wendy Mills, and she is a licensed broker specializing in senior health care and Medicare, as well as other ancillary products, such as dental and vision. They also have other plans and life insurance for all ages. For more information, contact Wendy at 843-496-9735. That's 843-496-9735. All right. Thank you to all of our sponsors on the Akintunde Show. Thank you. You're not just sponsoring and getting advertising and benefiting from the advertising, but you're also supporting what we do here at WF Media Studios. You're supporting Healthy Laughter, and you're supporting the Akintunde Show, and we need y'all support. So definitely, we appreciate you. Also support by listening. You also support by watching, and you support by commenting, liking, and sharing. Please do so. Drop in the comments where you're watching from, your name. Also, please share this on your social media. Text somebody who you think should tune in, listen to the show, and who would enjoy it. I want to say this real quick. I got a hat on today, not for style, because it's cold. Boy, it got cold last night. It got cold last night, and it was cold this morning. And man, it just came out of nowhere.
I was going to say, you remind me of pumpkin spice today. I was thinking I just want something warm and chocolate, and a pumpkin spice coffee would do really well right about now.
Y'all see
Scary Spice? Scary Spice. Ak is the new spice, new addition to the Spice Girls.
Ox spice.
Pumpkin spice.
The pettiness that I deal with. Donna sounded like pumpkin spice. It is. I do have some various Thanksgiving colors on. I got that.
And it was cold. And,
it was cold.
I was like, yeah.
That was very unintentional. It just like I was like, hey, I got bald head. You got bald head. You can't be playing with this cold weather. Let me tell y'all something.
The name of the group. It's just Spice now. They're not Spice Girls no more. They're just Spice now. And their newest member, Pumpkin Spice.
I keep telling y'all, ain't just me. Y'all see this right here? Y'all see this? Speaking of that, speaking of sugar don't go on grits, a lot of folks have still been voting. So Crystal is digging down hard on the fact that sugar that goes on grits. She said that Crystal said her roots are in Louisiana. What that mean, Crystal? People in Louisiana, I guarantee you, sugar on grits is not a Louisiana thing.
Hey, no, folks in Louisiana don't play no sugar on no grits.
Somebody said, was it Crystal or was it Sister Jean? Somebody said in the comments, they mentioned the fact that I think it was Crystal. She mentioned she said milk and a little nutmeg and oatmeal. I think that's what is Eunice's secret ingredient, the nutmeg. Because you don't need a lot of nutmeg.
Right.
If you got something that's buttery and sweet and you add just a little bit of nutmeg, it changed the game.
Carol Chisholm said, "Talk about don't knock it till you try it." I'm like, no, I'll knock it.
I've tried it before. I mean, I'm not. It's not horrible. But I just prefer sugar on oatmeal, and I prefer sugar on.
That's just bad. That's just bad as putting sugar on rice.
Oh no!
Who put sugar on rice, Pastor? Who does that? Some of y'all jokers out there putting sugar on rice.
Somebody was telling a story about somebody. They were hanging out with somebody, and they was like, I think there was somebody of European descent, and they was talking about rice pudding. And they was like, oh, yeah, I know how to make rice pudding. They were like, boy, you don't know nothing about no rice pudding. And somebody came around his house, and he came and bought some bowls of rice and put some sugar on it.
Oh, heaven no.
And it was like, boy, if you don't get out here with this foolishness.
Carol Chisholm said me. She Carol, are you co-signing the sugar on rice?
I'm telling you, anybody who put sugar on grits, put sugar on rice. I'm telling you.
Kimberly Morgan said that's some Jeffrey Dahmer foolishness, putting sugar on grits.
I'm telling you.
Disrespect.
Anybody who puts sugar on grits, put sugar on rice.
Carol Chisholm says she puts sugar on rice.
I told you. They go together.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, we running out of time.
The disrespect, like that lady disrespected her husband Joe Smith.
Yeah, very nice.
Right,
Nice producer transition, Donna. Thank you, Donna. Go back to Donna full screen. Hold on.
There you go, Donna.
Go back to. I want shout out to Donna with that. I just remember. I was trying to figure all this more. Where is Donna's hairstyle come from?
Oh,
y'all remember I Love Lucy? Y'all remember I Love Lucy?
He came for you, Donna.
I said, that's because I called him Pumpkin Spice.
Because you called him a Spice Girl. He came for you, Donna.
Ricky.
Lucy was a brilliant woman.
She was brilliant. Okay.
A rich woman.
She was. We have to unpack that whole story one day.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
I Love Lucy.
Because I mean, this is a passing point. I promise. This is all I'm gonna say about it. CBS Studios is formerly Desi Arnaz,
right.
Desi Lou Studios, which is Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball Studios together. Mm-hmm. So yeah, my little timer over there, Tristan, is looking at his watch. He's on the whiteboard. All right, so
do you think that she disrespected Ricky like that?
Do I think Lucy disrespected Ricky? I mean, here's the thing: Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball. It said Desi Arnaz was a serial womanizer.
Yep.
It's not Akintunde.
He probably had an OnlyFans page,
right?
Yep. OnlyFans. Yep.
He was a womanizer
and didn't let her know.
Yeah.
And he cheated. He cheated several times, and then would not admit it. I'm sorry. He got caught cheating several times. So the topic today, one of the topics today is: do y'all believe this video is a hoax? We try. So I think I'm going to err on the side of I'm not going to play the video. You good? Oh, you got it.
Yeah,
okay,
good.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
Okay,
You're
right.
good. No, you're fine. You're fine.
Right, so before the show, like I try not to give
this video is the same video we had last time.
It is, but the difference is, I told you, I said, hey, that video got a lot of cussing in it. Sometimes a couple of cuss words, you know what I'm saying, I can somewhat live with, but I'm like, it's a lot of cussing in that video. So at the last minute before the show, I said, we had everything else done. I said, you think you can edit that? It's a curveball. So thank you, Jaleel. So go ahead and run that video.
Jaleel he's a rock star.
It's stupid, yo. I can't believe I'm sitting here just finding out you got an OnlyFans page. Out of all these years, yo, the disrespect that comes with it, that you could even talk to me before you did it, that's yo. That's I'm telling you, yo, that's up.
Wait, no, calm, but you're not gonna say or that's up. It's not up.
Recording me, what the doing?
Listen, it's not up, and we're okay. Look, so I have an OnlyFans page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course, I'm mad when you just finding out about it.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself, so why should I have to tell you my choice, my body, my choice?
Your partner, you're supposed to come to me and talk to
Joe,
me.
I've been talking to you about mad things. I've been asking for solutions to not giving me none, so I created one.
That's no solution. Not in my book. That's no solution.
You knew who the I was when you met me.
Before,
I
knew that.
thought that I would never have to go back to anything like this again.
Beforehand,
but
no.
that's not the case
after
right now.
After that, everything's supposed to change.
Everything did change.
No. It hasn't.
No, it had to. I had to do something.
It hasn't. You stood out there showing your body. You stood out there doing stuff like this on camera.
You act like that's the only thing that I do. I have mad jobs, but they're not facilitating everything that needs to be done. So I got something extra. OnlyFans be breaking me up.
All right, so man, of course that video is all over social media right now. What it's done is sparked a lot of conversation surrounding, does she have the right to make that decision? Is he wrong for being upset? And I mean, first of all, if you this is Akintunde's opinion about that. Before we go to the hoax side, if you have a problem with him being upset, then how far have we slid down the idiot pole on society today? That's just idiotic. If you can't see why somebody would have a problem with that as a husband and his wife,
can we pause for a moment? Go ahead. This whole thing of, does he have a right to be upset? Are they married?
Yes.
Okay. Let me set the record straight.
Go ahead, son.
Because I'm about sick and tired of all this foolishness. Does he have a right? He can't tell her this, that, and other. Let me define married for y'all. Married means two things are no longer two things. They are one thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if they are one thing, there are no more two separates.
Right.
So you don't have yours and he don't have his. So anything y'all do has to be a mutual decision. You don't get to do what you want anymore. Neither does he. And that's what y'all need to figure out. That's why marriages are out of control. That's why people are having all these issues. That's why we see divorce rates through the roof, because everybody keeps coming in. Well, I need to have my life. I need to have my own money. I need to have my own friends. I need to be able to make my own decisions. If that's the case, you need to keep your own life and stop getting married.
Yeah. Yeah.
And calling it married, because that's not married.
Yeah. 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 Be by yourself.
Because the Bible says the two shall become one flesh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And guess what? My left foot cannot make a decision to go where it wants to go without asking my head, can it go?
Right.
And it cannot leave my right foot where it wants to be. Otherwise, my whole body ends up in the floor.
Right. Right. Right.
That's how this works. And that's the problem. Ain't nobody telling y'all that. Y'all buying into this thing of this individuality where you can't lose yourself. You lost yourself the day you said I do.
Wow. Unpack that. Go now. Okay, now see, unpack that a little bit, because I want folks to have the clear context of what you mean by that, because a lot of people today do not understand that as a mindset and as a way of thinking.
Because the two become one flesh. There is no other self. It's yourself and it's myself. Pastor Stephanie had a self. But when we got married, we got rid of ourselves and became us. So there is no more self. Watch this. There are different rituals that people do when you get married. And the one we did at our ceremony, and I do it a lot when we do marriages. And one of my biggest pet peeves is to watch pastors do it and do it wrong. It's called a unity candle.
Okay.
And you see the unity candle, there's a big candle usually in the middle, and there are two separate candles out on the sides. And when the wedding usually starts, somebody from your family comes up and lights one candle. Then somebody from Eunice's family comes and lights her candle. And then at some point in the ceremony, the pastor's supposed to explain what the ceremony means. You're supposed to come up and her's supposed to come up, and y'all grab the two separate candles, and then y'all take those two flames, put them together, and light the candle in the middle. The problem is y'all are supposed to extinguish the two separate candles. And my biggest pet peeve is when I see all three of those candles still burning.
Wow. You know what?
At that point, that ritual you just did, you don't even understand what you just did.
It's amazing you say that, because I've seen several instances, and I think people do it. They leave it that way because it makes a nice, pretty picture.
Yeah, and they don't even understand what it is.
Wow.
Because the whole purpose of it is supposed to be ceremonial to help you understand that one candle extinguished the light. And the reason why, watch this, the reason why your family comes and lights it is because you came from one family, she came from one family, but you're coming together to form one family. And those two flames represent your life and her life that you had before, that was established by the families you came out of. But now you have one life that you are establishing now.
Wow.
Pastor Stephanie and I have a door knocker on our door that I gave her as a present at her bridal shower. And it says Tucker's, established 1997.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Because there were Tuckers before.
Yeah.
I was a Tucker before.
Yeah.
But these Tuckers never existed before September 20th, 1997.
The Lynchburg Tuckers.
Wow.
Yeah.
So everything about us started then. So there is no me before then. There is no her before then. There is no me after that. There's only us.
Wow. And I think today people are so in this mindset of what's best for me, because I saw a lot of the women on social media, even some of the comments that Donna pulled, as well as some of the stuff that I saw, and it was like, well, she had to do what she had to do. I'm like, what? I mean, how do you jump to times is tight financially, and then you go get an OnlyFans page? Which, and if you don't know what OnlyFans is, OnlyFans is pretty. I think it started as something else, but it has grown to just be in many ways a page for people to go on and sell memberships for people to watch them in some type of sexual manner, and it's all kind of crazy stuff happening on there. I understand that there's all kind of, I won't even describe some of the different sick things that people are doing, or sexual things that people are doing, or perverted or pornographic things that people are doing on OnlyFans. Right. But why would there is no excuse or no reason legitimate for a wife or a husband to be on OnlyFans. And if you are doing that, you say, well, to each his own. Everybody do what they want to do for their marriage. True that. That's true. That's why I said up top in the cold open, I believe in minding your business. But please recognize when you welcome certain things into your marriage, they will bear fruit. That's right. I have a friend who took his wife to a strip club. He introduced that to his wife. Next thing you know, she going back to the strip club by herself. Next thing you know, she leaving you for a woman.
And the issue with all of that is, once again, like you said, if that's the case, it's in their marriage. So if she was gonna have a page, that should have been a marital decision.
Right. That's what
you
he
don't
was
have
saying.
the right to do that by yourself. So when people are getting in the comments going, does he have a right to have an opinion about that? Absolutely.
Yes.
Because they're married.
That's right.
See, y'all, and the people keep making these comments. First of all, a lot of them, they not married. So you're looking at this from a standpoint of, say, from a dating standpoint. You're looking at this from a single mind standpoint. That ain't no man got no right to have an opinion about what you do with your body, with your money, with your life. And then a lot of y'all are making these comments from a dysfunctional marriage standpoint because nobody ever taught you what it meant to be married.
Right.
Watch this. When me and Pastor Stephanie were first dating, I remember we went to a family function. Extended family function of hers, right? I was just meeting her extended family. And we're at this event, right? And we're there, and some of her female cousins, they were getting ready, they all hung out, grew up together, and they're getting ready to go to the store. Now, I don't know anybody here. You brought me to this function.
Right.
She's getting ready, they wanted her to ride with them to the store. So she said, well, let me go ask Tuck. And they'll go ask him. First of all, that's the only polite thing to do. You just brought a man over here and gonna leave him with a group of strangers.
That don't.
I wouldn't bring Ox somewhere and then get up and leave him without asking him, yo, man, you cool? I'll be right back.
Yeah.
So that's just being polite.
Right.
But second of all, she's in a relationship with me.
Yeah.
But you want to have something to say because you're not in a relationship.
Yeah.
And that spirit is permeated into society now. It's in culture now.
Yeah.
These comments, these statements, these phrases that people use. You know how people say, "Oh yeah, I like Ox outfit. It's the hat for me."
Yeah.
For me, that they throwing it into everything.
Yeah. I hate that.
That whole it's a selfish thing that's in culture that we find in all of these saying, my truth.
Yeah. I'm living my truth, my best life, all that stuff. It's rooted in selfishness.
All of these things are coming out of us. It's a selfish spirit that has permeated culture.
Yeah. Top narcissistic phrases. It's for me, my truth, my best life, my happiness. It's all of that is rooted. You may not be, and I'm not saying you may not be a narcissistic person, but you're tapping into and you are thinking and you're positioning your actions from a narcissistic foundation. You can't make decisions just for you. You can't make decisions just for yourself. Even if you're not married, you can't make those decisions just for you. You may be, if you're not married, you may be the number one person that you make a decision for. But even that is because I think you should consider God in all your decisions.
Exactly. And that's the problem. I always tell, we always tell people this when we do marriage counseling. If you still selfish, you're not ready to be married.
Yeah.
Because
there's a lot of people
married. Selfishness is cancer in marriage. You don't even understand that.
Yeah.
Selfishness is the one thing that will kill your marriage quicker than anything.
Yeah.
Not money, not infidelity, not anything, because all of those issues that kill marriage are rooted in selfishness. Selfishness is the cause of all of that.
Yeah. I mean, most of the things, that people are leaving relationships for today, like I say, a lot of folks don't like this. This is my mantra. If they ain't cheating or beating, if he or she ain't cheating on you or beating on you, I don't believe that you have agency to just walk out of your marriage. Now I'll add addiction in there, because addiction can wreck a family. If a person just repeatedly determines and they're going down the same road, after a while, you put your finances, your health, your own mental well-being. But even that is tricky. And my thing is you should, sometimes it's just that we need help. It's not that I need to leave. And then if none of that's going on, and you talking about, I don't love her no more, I don't love him no more, man, that's idiotic. And you, truth be told, you plant the seed that you're gonna reap a harvest from later. And I don't want to condemn nobody, nothing. So I want to be careful when I say stuff like that, because I don't know what reason somebody might have left a relationship. So I don't want to put anybody in condemnation. So let me be clear about that. Let me, that's something I probably would have said offline more often than not. But I'm just saying, be careful just bailing on stuff, because sometimes particularly if it's rooted purely in feelings. Here's the thing about things being rooted purely in feelings. Here's the thing. Here's why that's tricky, because oftentimes God can turn your feelings to your spouse. If you yield your relationship, if you go through the process, if you deal with your own personal issues, your own personal self, if you ask and pray and ask God to restore your relationship, I've seen God restore love for people who you thought they was definitely over. It's no way they can work this out. It's no way they can return from this. And then you got this great relationship on the other side of the turmoil, and you thinking to yourself, man, I almost quit on my wife, on my children, on my husband, on my family, man, but I'm so glad I didn't quit. Donna, what's some of the things that some of the ladies are saying in terms of, because I know a lot of the pieces that you were bringing me, what was a lot of that, most of those comments or topics that you were pulling, was a lot of that from more from ladies, or was that more from from men or from everybody?
Well, what I pulled for you was some of the things that she was saying that people had they were given the pushback on. Right. And you were just saying them, like, my body, my choice, my choice, my body. Yeah. And if you're in a relationship, I had, some people were saying, especially women were saying, like what Pastor Tuck was saying, it's us now. It's not you. It's not, they also had pushback on, when he said, you didn't even talk to me before you did this. You didn't even talk to me. Yeah. And there were some people that had a little pushback on that, saying, why did she have to discuss everything with him? Because that's her husband. Wow. That's her husband. She cannot make a decision like that, which affects him as well as her, and expect that to go down correctly. Yeah. I didn't see the logic in what they were saying with that. They didn't like it. He said, as your partner, you're supposed to come and talk to me about this stuff. Push back on that. I want this. He wasn't. The thing was, she felt that he wasn't, this is out of her mouth, that he wasn't living up to what he was supposed to be doing as a husband. She tried to talk to him, and she was not getting what she needed from him. They are in a financial crisis, so to speak. They have one house that they're trying to save, and the house that they're living in, they were about to get put out. Now, this is from her mouth. Okay. So when she said she was coming to him to ask him for some solutions, to talk to him, and he wasn't giving solutions, so she made a solution herself. She created a solution for herself. So, but she created that solution, but it wasn't for herself. I mean, it wasn't for both of them. It was for herself. But she's saying that it was for both of us because he wasn't stepping up to the plate to be who he was supposed to be and leading in the relationship. So, and she felt, she felt alone out there.
So do you feel as though the broader opinion of ladies with women concerning this, what was it? Is it that this was out of pocket? always, and the reason why I ask this is because I'm wondering where culture is going. I have my opinions
like
of what I
just said. It sounds like from what Donna just said that they're saying it is just that she was justified,
right?
Because that's the spirit that's out there, and the broadening spirit in culture is that women are justified in whatever they do.
Whatever they do?
In whatever they do. That I'm just telling you, that's the spirit in culture. And I'm not saying that to ladies, that all ladies think like that, but that's what's being pushed in media, arts, entertainment, social media, is that a woman is justified in anything she does.
And you know what? I had a conversation with a friend of mine this morning, and he
wrong,
said
Donna?
exactly just that. He said that women feel justified in anything they do. And I was like, for real? Is that, he said, not all women, because all women are not taking in that spirit that you were just talking about. He said, but a lot of women, especially excuse me, in our culture and society today, feel that way, that they're justified. If the man isn't stepping up, I got to do something.
Okay, let's go.
I'm gonna say yes, you have to do something, but you know what he said? My friend said, but they have to go to God. That's what you have to do.
Yeah.
I was like, I get it.
Here's the whole thing. This is the thing about relationships and marriage. And this is why I think a lot of times people get things off. I truly believe that marriage is like driving. Okay. You have two people who can lead, but one has been charged with leading.
Yes.
Okay, that's the husband. Yes. So he's driving the car, right? Guess what? The wife can drive. She got a driver's license too, but she's not driving. Guess what? Here's a problem whenever you try to step over, even in a crisis situation, and take over the steering wheel. There's something about the dynamics and the engineer structure of driving. Pastor Tuck will tell you a lot better because he's a licensed engineer. Guess what? There's something about when you reach over and grab that wheel.
Yeah.
That's a hot mess, even though you know how to drive.
Right.
There is something about a person trying to drive from that passenger seat, even if it's just straightening up, you're going to always, watch this, y'all, you're going to always overcompensate. You're going to always overturn, even if it's just slightly, because that's the way it's designed. That's the way it's structured. Both of y'all up front, both of y'all in the front seat, both of y'all can lead. Both of y'all got licenses, but one is driving and only one person can drive at a time. And when you get out, when you step over into that position, you are out of order. And when things get out of order, things run amok and you have problems and you wind up in a wreck, in a ditch on the side of the road. So I need us to really be clear about subscribing to these secular or to these demonic spirits and cultures and mindsets that are now we're bringing into our marriage. Even Christians and believers and even regular folks, you're subscribing to theories, thoughts, and mindsets that do not bode well for family. They do not bode well for your children. They do not bode well for you long term, men and women. But that's why I want to talk about this, not because some of it's messy. It's messy, and again, the question of it is this a hoax? That's the last question. But before we even get to that part of it is, listen, y'all, be careful with these worldly mindsets, because what's gonna happen is you gonna have you have junkyards with marriages in them. And this is a marriage that had a wreck 10 years ago. This is a marriage that had a wreck 2 years ago. This is a marriage that had a wreck 15, 20 years ago. And a lot of times it wasn't necessary for that marriage to be in a junkyard.
That's right.
And that's so much of what you're seeing. And even in the fact that this video is what it is, I think there's such a culture of this whole reality stuff. I like watching TV. I enjoy it because I need to turn my brain off. My brain work all day long. So I like watching stuff just that I can get my brain off.
Right.
But one of the things I hate is the fact that we don't have scripted television anymore. There's so few shows.
It's scripted.
Yeah,
but it's scripted crazy.
But you understand what I'm saying? When I'm talking about like Secrets in Plain Sight, like Donna's show, Lupin, one of my favorite shows off Netflix. I mean, I like shows that have a plot, and things like that.
Right.
But this reality stuff has gotten so sensational that's why you see people out here putting these hoax stuff out here, because it has created this gossip, this messy spirit in people that we love watching these train wrecks.
Yeah.
And that's what people seek after. So that's why people keep putting them out here, because people keep watching them.
Yeah.
And so you see them get more and more views of this stuff. And it's like, dude, why are we consuming this stuff? It's almost like the dudes, like you said, with the pants sagging.
Okay.
You know, ladies, y'all can stop that tomorrow. If a dude walked up to you with his pants sagging, you can't talk to me with your pants like that.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
And if enough of y'all said that,
They'll start a trend.
The price of belts, the belt companies the stock will go
through the roof
tomorrow because everybody will be out here buying belts and pants they right size.
Let me hop in there because we tight on time and we got to end early so I can get to church. But let me say this to you. It's interesting though, Pastor Tuck, once again, you have tapped into an upcoming show. So Jamel Hill, a podcaster on YouTube, she has a video out. And she's asking the question as a smart, intelligent, successful black woman. She's asking, are reality shows hurting our families or hurting our relationships? I can't remember exactly how she phrased it, but she has. So I agree with some of what she said, and I didn't agree with it all. But that's something that I want to dig into. And Donna, we'll talk and see if that's something we may dig into even on Tuesday because it is a current topic and it is relevant. Okay. But going back to the point about this whole scripted culture, what people unscripted, I should say, reality show culture. The problem is, to your point, Pastor Tuck, and Don, I want you to answer this question in part for me. People are not just consuming this content, they're emulating this content.
Yes.
That's the problem. So my question is, Donna.
Yes.
And I'm not asking this in any way in a condescending way, ladies. And I'm not saying that you're not in any way mature or an adult. But do you think that reality TV and the broader culture, social media culture, ratchet culture, do you think that it is influencing adult women? Particularly, I'm going to drill down for a minute. Don't get mad at me. I'm going to go ahead and ask this question. Do you think it's influencing a great deal black women? And do you think women realize what it could be doing if you do agree with that?
I do. I think that it greatly affects how we live our lives and culture, because those women are on TV. Mm-hmm. They have, in our minds, they're living a better and higher standard of life. Mm-hmm. So we want to be like them. Right. They're saying that this is the echelon. This is the highest echelon. I'm a basketball wife. Yes, wow. I'm a basketball wife, and my husband makes $1 million trillion a year, and I live this life. Yeah. And these are my friends, and they live this life too, and they just have some issues with their husbands. Jesus. And we're going to get together and we're going to fight and we're going to argue and we're going to throw stuff. We're going to pull hair. We're going to tell each other off. We're going to do all that, but we're going to stay on this show for years. So it is definitely it's affecting our culture because we're consuming it. We look at it. We aspire to it, as crazy as that sounds, but we aspire to it in a way. Because it's out of our normal everyday life, and people. I think that women say, "Well, this is how they're living." Well, we should live like that because this is how the hires are living. So we should live like that.
How do you become a basketball wife when you're a basketball ex-wife?
Yep.
Or a side chick or girlfriend or never been married.
Or never been married.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Here's what's crazy about that. Why you say how? Let me tell you how. Mm-hmm. This what people got to realize, and I dare you people. If anybody who got a problem with me, if you get mad, let me stop music for a minute. If you get mad with me, consider this right here. Basketball Wives is co-created by 3 middle-aged white men and 1 black woman.
Isn't that something?
Real Housewives.
There you go.
That franchise is created by a white middle-aged male, Andy Cohen. The Kardashians is created by Ryan Seacrest, middle-aged white male. So everything you're seeing is not being constructed or being even profited by people who look like you, who understand you, or have your best interest at heart. I'm not saying that white people are bad, and that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that this is all about racism. No, I ain't talking about none of that. I'm saying between those 3 franchises, you have 3, 4, 5 middle-aged white men who's determining what the image of black women and even white women look like, because it's not just black women in these shows, and that should bring you some pause.
Yes, and at least one of those is not even heterosexual.
Yeah, that's true.
So the traditional Christian family is not his concern or his agenda.
It's the green. It's the green. It's not black or white. It's the green that is determining this thing.
My God.
It is the green. So, yeah.
We got to get up out of here, but let me say this to you, family. Listen, Mary Kay is celebrating 60 years in business and still going strong with quality skincare and beauty products, plus career opportunities with flexibility. Contact Marcel Robinson McBride at 803-406-0489 to set up a free skincare session or to learn more about the opportunity. Again, Marcel Robinson McBride, 803-406-0489. Your Columbia Mary Kay representative. The Wendy Mills Agency, it's time for y'all to reach out to my sister Wendy. She's a licensed broker specializing in senior health care and Medicare, as well as other ancillary products such as dental and vision. They also have other health plans and life insurance for all ages. For more information, contact Wendy at 843-496-9735. That's 843-496-9735. We'll be right back to close things out. It's almost 12 o'clock. We're almost out of time. We're really out of time. But this is Akintunde show. Check these promos out, and we'll be right back, family.
First Sunday, every first Sunday.
Coming up for First Sundays in November, it's our special holiday comedy kickoff with a special lineup. 2 headliners over 2 nights, featuring the legendary Alonzo Hamburger Jones. From Def Comedy Jam and Family Guy, it's Hamburger. Plus, from BET's Comic View and TBN, comedian and ventriloquist Willie Brown. 2 headliners, 2 nights for a special First Sundays Comedy Weekend. Saturday, November 4th and Sunday, November 5th. Coming to our WF Media Studios, located at 5124 Fairfield Road, Columbia, South Carolina, in the Food Lion Shopping Center. Both live in-house and virtual online tickets both nights. To get general admission and VIP tickets, log on to firstsundayscomedy.com. That's firstsundayscomedy.com. We got them jokes for you this November. And remember, every first Sunday is First Sundays. And this month is Saturday too.
Stop walking in front of the prophet.
Oh, yeah.
All right, y'all, go ahead and get y'all tickets. Log on to firstsundayscomedy.com, firstsundayscomedy.com, and come on out and hang out with my friends Willie Brown and Uncle Rufus and Woody and Auntie, and I'm telling who else Willie got in that bag. Of course, my brother Alonzo Hamburger Jones will be in the house. Hamburger. Of course, you know him from Def Comedy Jam, Family Guy. So y'all make sure y'all come on out and support and laugh and have a good time. Saturday night and Sunday night. This is the first Saturday night show we've done as a part of First Sundays weekend. So y'all come on out. And let me tell y'all something. If y'all don't pack out Saturday night, the same way you pack out Sunday night, you will not see it again. One thing about your boy Akintunde, I don't, if y'all don't want it, I ain't gonna be just doing it. So come on. Look, I said I ain't gonna be. I was very ghetto.
You're not gonna do it.
So y'all see, so go ahead and get y'all tickets firstsundayscomedy.com. We gotta get up out of here. Closing thoughts and my question is to real quick, we out of time. I gotta head over to church, Right Direction Church on 3506 Broad River Road. It's cold today. I'm make sure I'm going to get to church to get this hot word. School of Faith today. Dr. Marshall's teaching 12 o'clock. You can log on to youtube.com, Right Direction Church, and enjoy the service. Tonight it is Pastor E. Dewey Smith. Tomorrow night it is Dr. Bill Winston and Miranda Curtis. Get more information at directionconference.info. Log on to that right now. Direction Conference 2023. We are running out of time. We are over time. Donna J, here's my question to you, sis. Mm-hmm. Do you think this whole thing with this video and this OnlyFans page, do you think that it's a hoax?
Okay, so I don't think the video is a hoax.
Okay.
But I think that because he looked genuinely hurt by it. So I don't think the video is a hoax, but I'm thinking that she might be believing, because she recorded it, that it could lead to other things such as basketball wives and everything. Yeah. And let me say this one more thing. There are women, now those are, what I was speaking about earlier was just women that, aspire to be like that. But there are women that are living on that level, that are watching basketball wives and stuff and kind of laughing at that. So it's comedic fodder for them.
Wow.
So I just wanted to throw that. Not everyone wants to aspire to that. Yeah. There are women that are already living that and beyond that life, and they, to them, if they're watching it, it's just comedic fodder.
Yeah, foolishness.
Exactly.
Pastor Tuck, do you think it's a hoax?
I don't think it's a hoax, because I don't think he looks like a grown man, and ain't no grown man gonna put himself out there looking like that.
Yeah,
and to Donna's point, I don't think she cares very much about her husband, because to put him out there in that light, like I said, it's very, very selfish. Even to suggest doing that, even if she was playing, that ain't no way to play with your spouse.
Yeah,
and it's not going to end well. All of this is, like I said, going to cause a lot of problems.
Yeah,
and you asked Donna the question: do you think women are being influenced by this stuff? Men are as well.
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen too many Kevin Samuel proselytes out here in real life.
Yeah, yeah.
We were watching. My wife and I were watching the show last night, and there's a dude on there, man. You could have sworn he was a Kevin Samuel's ventriloquist dummy. Like Kevin Samuel was backstage talking through him.
Yes.
I was like, dude, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a lot of little YouTube channels like that.
Right.
I did mimicking Kevin Samuels and just really parroting what he said and how he said it. And y'all just be authentic, man. Stop playing these games, because it really is a game. And here's the thing: the enemy hates marriage. Understand, the devil hates marriage.
Yes,
he
hates marriage.
This wasn't a guy actually trying to be him. This was a guy on a dating show that you could tell has literally eaten. And this has become his mentality.
Wow. Wow. Y'all, we out of time, y'all.
Right.
And tomorrow, Jalil and I will be down and we'll be actually broadcasting live from Direction Conference 2023 tomorrow. So the Ox Show will have a special Friday edition of the Ox Show. I should have mentioned that earlier. From Direction Conference 2023. So y'all look out for that. You'll see us on social. I'm gonna see if Pastor Tuck will grace us with some time on the My Church channel. That could be dope.
Absolutely.
Just thank you, sir. Y'all make sure y'all are in the place for that. All right. But wrong song. What
time you coming on? 7?
I'm going to come at 6:30, and then tomorrow at 11:30, and we'll probably do a post show wrap up as well. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Just send me the details so I can set you up.
Okay. All right. We got right about now. Listen, y'all, if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, you can as soon as we finish, you can click over and get ready for Direction Conference 2023. School of Faith starts at 12 o'clock tonight. Pastor E. Dewey Smith is in the house. Tomorrow night, 12 o'clock, School of Faith with Dr. Marsha and Bishop Bailey. And then tomorrow night, Dr. Bill Winston as well as Miranda Curtis in the house. Thank y'all so much. Listen, if you want to get some more information, if you want to advertise your conference, your ministry event, your real estate, your hair, whatever you do, as long as it lines up with the word of God and it ain't no foolishness. You can't come over here and advertise your OnlyFans page, but you can advertise your business. Give us a call at 803-738-6604. That's 1-803-738-6604. Coming up Tuesday, we're gonna have a good time.
Content, go to the Ox Show OnlyFans page.
I said we need a review button.
That was the pumpkin spice.
Yeah, go to the pumpkin spice OnlyFans page.
Just go. End it. It's getting worse and worse. There's no saving it. We're gonna see y'all when we see y'all. Donna, that's Pastor Tuck. I'm out. We're gonna see y'all Tuesday, family, or tomorrow right here.
Love your family.